clear out the creep wave. And again, the strength of Chen. In 30 seconds, he can recall back that puck.
Actually, yeah, the Puck is so unique. Well, Puck and Chen are so unique in terms of their ability to do this kind of lane clearing and influencing, right? Being able to send a hero to go and cut the wave almost completely risk-free, and then still being able to bring them back to the fight when necessary. Boomy can even just sit here,
Yeah.
and he can keep threatening Nico to cancel his TP if he tries to go back while they high ground. I mean, I don't think they're actually going to go high ground here. They've still got other items to farm, and the double BKB timing isn't online just yet, which is what they're probably waiting for. But the ability to get that qualifier dream coil.
Uh-oh.
TP in here.
Box in trouble, though.
Why is he here? Why is he on this hill?
Yeah, that was a little bit of a flub there.
Yeah.
But Mineski take full advantage. They're able to find that charge vision and then afterwards punish him very heavily. So Mineski buying themselves a little bit more time. I mean, once you get this BKB online for Lina, can they start to fight at that point? Like, because it feels like with this Aegis, a droid can kind of just run down lane to lane to lane to lane.
I think they need to wait out, but it's only another 2 minutes.
Okay.
For Aegis. They've almost got level 18 on the Slark and the Lina as well, so that's also a little bit of a boost. Really sucks for a droid that it was the Razor who died, because he's the one that they wanted to finish BKB on.
Right.
Before doing, like, this farming Aegis is supposed to be for the 2 BKBs, and one of the people who's the last person who's supposed to be farming their BKB just died.
Right.
So, yeah, that really kind of offsets a lot of this Aegis timing. But Moon, I wonder if he'll go the Fiery Soul stack talent this game.
Just to be another core?
He's got a Blight. Where's this? Is he going to go for Deso? He's got a Blight spell.
Just casual. Oh my god, the Dream Coil though! The follow-up is there. They got the long duration silence. The BKB is used, and in a second, Moon might be in some more trouble as they're trying to chase this guy down. BKB about to wear off, seeing if he can hide off to the side, and well, he actually does it over the trees.
Very nice juke. He knew that, yeah, Wraith King's blink was going to come back off cooldown. He couldn't just run.
Yeah.
So, all right. But you can see the issue as well. Like, even with the BKB, right? Lina just gets jumped on, loses half of her HP, and then has to spend the rest of the fight running away. Things would be different if Timbersaw could actually stand strong on the front lines and give the fight the structure.
Right.
But without that, Lina just gets found every time. And Adroit, all right, they don't have the BKB, but they're still willing to just try and force their way up onto the high ground.
And Nico Baby is going to have to TP back now after the glyph was used in the top side and trying to bring down this Wraith King. He still has that Aegis. He still has Reincarnation. Jaboogie tries to walk through all of them, so does KP. They're taking a lot of this physical damage out from the Exorcism. The stun goes out now onto the Lina as well. Force Staff keeping her alive. That's fine and dandy. Natsumi takes down the tower, stunned again. That's going to be the Aegis. BKB popped from Mac. They want to try and take down a little bit more or just get out.
All right, time to run.
Dual Scepter, lift, turn, coil, connects onto 2. Not bad, but they're going to blow up the Wraith King. No more Radiance in this fight. Boomy needs to get the heck out. The Stomp comes there, but they're still not killing him off. The regen coming, but it is going to be the Timbersaw going down. And now Ninja Boogie, after having bought back, wants to kill off this Death Prophet. The regen has expired, and so too has the DP. And it looks like they overstayed their welcome.
Yeah, nice tier 3, but I think they should have just ditched the Wraith King. Like, they did get what they got, the Timber, and they got the Spirit Breaker with that turnaround, but then they lost 2 more cores, so definitely not worth. They probably would have lost at least 1 more person to like the Spirit Breaker chase or something like that. Just Slark Vision plus Spirit Breaker chase.
Oh, good lift. Jay is on it. My man Bimbo making the things happen.
Nico Baby just in the base. All right, that's where the creep spawns, so that's where I'm going to be. And big swing back. This is going to be the tier 2 for sure. Losing the puck actually hurts so much.
Yeah.
They don't have the spam to be able to hold out the mid lane. I don't think they're going to go high ground, but just losing control of the lane is going to take them a little bit longer to reset, get bottom lane pushed out, get mid lane pushed out. They've taken this tier 3, but the real test now will be when can Adroit get back onto the other side of the map to take out the shrines and reestablish a little bit of control.
And this part that we've talked about before as well is the Slark in this game.
Oh my god, he's got 4.8k gold in his coffers.
But also just the vision control that you're going to get because you are able to get back out on the map, find out where some wards are, and potentially take them out. Right now, Radiant, They have wards pretty much deep into the Dire jungle, and then these wards should be taken out really soon as well once the Slark gets back onto that side of the map.
Lina is going for the right-click build here.
Oh,
Heading
Nico,
towards
baby.
Daedalus. Oh, they managed to interrupt the Divine Favor.
Okay, and Wraith King.
Oh, nice Blink Silence. Mac in the
He's
middle
in
of
the
everybody.
middle of all of them. Catches Rubik. If they can blow up the Rubik at the start of this is huge. But Natsumi just goes down again. He didn't have his ulti back up. 30 seconds away. And that is really problematic. They need to back out of here very quickly. KP looking for the follow-up. Has the Eul Scepter out. Catches onto Bach. But it looks like that's going to be the end of the chase.
It's a long rotation for Boomy to get here. He's not even going to come. He's just going to try and shove out mid lane a little bit.
And it's really tough playing as the puck now. You have to be able to kill off the creeps without showing. Although the charge was already used, so he won't get caught out there. And the TP's coming over for him. He realizes Rubik is on his way. Meanwhile, go baby. Getting a little bit fresh in the jungle.
Yep.
It's a 4,000 gold lead from Mineski.
All right. Yeah, this Slark is getting big. And once he gets BKB, they can do basically nothing about him.
Yeah.
The two silences were annoying for a little bit, but once that comes out, just be able to chew through the fights. Unfortunately, he hasn't got a single kill yet. He's 0-0 and 5. He's just been farming the entire time. KP not gonna try and go for him, Boomy.
They last it's 291. Not bad.
It's really good, especially given that they've been getting pressured quite a bit.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of other Slark players might have kind of crumbled under the pressure of that tri-lane in particular. But he was able to make it out of there afterwards and just start running around the map and farming.
Yeah, his team made a lot of space as well. Well, you know, you look at Boogie and he's got a ton of deaths, but some of them were scouting and pushing out lanes to give you information. CML, okay, puts the center down and just about face, get me out. That's Alina.
Yeah. That's where I die.
Yeah.
Boomy, Spirit Breaker, ships in the night. But there is a ward down
You
now.
can see Adroit still haven't crossed back onto the dark and scary Radiant side of the map. Oh, those poor skeletons, they're trapped.
No. But yeah, this is the problem of now playing against the Slark. Like the one vision that they have over here, it's kind of hard to make that move, especially when Mineski are playing up in your face. And if you separate too far, Slark will pick you off.
Yeah. And you can kind of see why Death Prophet's going for the Blink as well. They just want that little bit of extra catch.
Right.
They want to find this pick so that they can get back over there, take out the Shrine, set up for Roshan number 2, like get this game plan back on the rails. But Mineski are not making it easy to cross the river. Oh, and Razor being jumped.
Just sitting on top of a ward, gets taken out. And that's what happens if you leave your team for an instant. You get punished, particularly when they have that vision advantage, just sitting on top of that ward. It should reveal that there's a ward there, and we'll see if Adroit are able to get that D ward going.
We always talk about it, when a game swings back on Chen, it always swings back really hard.
Right.
Like you go from this point where you're super strong, your creeps are taking the buildings, you're looking good, your Hand of God is doing enough to like keep your teammates alive through an extra couple of seconds. And then you go to the point where you don't have any creeps, there's no room on the map to rebuild your army, your creeps just die in a few hits, and your heal is not enough to be significant in the face of like Slark pumping auto attacks and Lina just right-clicking.
This could be the moment, though. Forcing a fight
Moon with
Mineski.
the value backpack Blightstone.
Yeah. I think they realize now what's happening. Mineski. I don't know. I feel like right now, if you're Mineski, you kind of just don't want to fight for a little while, right?
Yeah, you can get another item on the Slark. Why not?
Like
You're the ones in control of the map. This could even end up being a farming Aegis a little bit.
Okay.
Get that tier 2 and then just farm out the dire side. Move your like ward radius in one step.
Okay.
And just kill them if they ever try and come out of the base with Spirit Breaker. And now Spirit Breaker, going from being on the back foot the whole game, doing nothing, and now they're on the front foot.
Yeah.
And Ninja Boogie's got to be feeling amazing about what he can accomplish from this point forward. So yeah, Chen going from hero to 0, Spirit Breaker 0 to hero. It's a big swing.
It's happening. All right now. So yeah, KP almost level 20. And
How is this Rubik so farmed, man? Or is it just that Bacarino is really poor? A little bit of A, a little bit of B.
yeah, I think also the like comeback that you sort of get when you're that far ahead, and then I don't think he had to buy back in the fight, if I'm not mistaken.
He does have participation in 14 out of the 17 kills that his team's got. So.
And a lot of those kills were on the comeback, so.
Yeah. He is also he is the position 4. Right. In fairness, Spirit Breaker's playing 5.
Yeah. Oh, a bit of a battle brewing. Puck is not here, down on the bottom side, but they will find one. It's the Spirit Breaker. KP also there. Boomy shows up. They have the coil onto 2, and KP silenced yet again. Lotus Orb is out to try and keep him alive, but it looks like it's to no avail as they will find that silence and kill. And
okay.
I mean, fighting into Aegis, what more could you ask for? They didn't even have to use Exorcism.
Yeah. Still a nice place to fight. Had the Shrine as well. I think they were anticipating that was about to be an all-out brawl, but just didn't really materialize. Mineski were elsewhere on them. Ooh, Moon. Stun on Boomy.
Phase shift? Oh, not going to happen. Moon gets the kill.
Yeah, Hand of God not going to save him there. Okay. Well, they got those kills, but they still haven't really moved out on the map.
So we talked about Timbersaw sort of falling off a little bit along with the Lina.
Lena's fine.
Lena's fine now.
Lena's
yeah.
owning. Yeah,
she did go the Fiery Soul per stack as well.
Yeah, Lena's going. Well, Moon has just kept his farm up this whole game.
Right.
That is the most important thing. You don't fall off if you just keep getting good. Bacarino trying to do what the Puck did earlier. Same fate.
And Disarm trying to keep him alive. BKB runaway. Raging Potatoes damage is not enough. And so, he's able to TP away. Do they realize it? Just barely out of there. Nico Baby, in the meantime, goes pretty high up and silenced. Has to force to eat the cheese. Well, that's not what you want. And now with DP Ags.
Yeah, DP Ags is so ownage. Just even the fact that it has the slow.
Yeah.
Like the slow and the heal, it's got kind of every little thing that Death Prophet wants. That's like, oh, it does a little bit of extra damage? Great. Oh, it also heals me a little bit? Awesome. And it slows them? Even better. Okay, so Cheese gets forced out. They have Aegis for another minute and 40.
That was a smoke on top of a ward, and also Puck just completing Aghanim Scepter.
Oh, the Puck Ags is a big deal. We've seen Lina walking away from fights plenty. And Slark also needs to be careful. He has to make sure that he packs it off. Potato dives in deep.
In the middle of all of them, Puck Ags, it's there, it's caught, and Moon in a little bit of trouble. He's going to throw out the ulti, does manage to take down Bach, and now he's trying to stand tall in this engagement. He's walking away and is going to be able to get out of there, not breaking the coil. Too much damage coming out from Nico Baby. Never mind, they weren't in trouble at all. They knew what they were doing. Good reaction, and, well, Puck, phase shifting, trying to walk away, gets the blink out. With no DP for 60 and no Razor for 40, Mineski looking to take the first set of racks. Tier 3 tower already about to go down.
This is looking like Mineski's game to lose at this point. The Slark is just so big. Got a little bit too tanky, a few too many items. They've gotten all of the answers to the lockdown from Adroit as well, because a lot of it is soft lockdown.
Oh, that's some hard lockdown. Yeah, that's the thing. There's like no way to break that coil either. On the side of Adroit.
Yeah, no way to force it.
Right.
So Mineski just going to take full 2 lanes. I think that Adroit could have won this, but they really lost a lot of momentum with Bacarino getting picked off those couple of times before he got his BKB.
And Moon does actually break the coil here, but he's still invis. And BKB, oh, good reaction with the Greaves out as well. That's Aegis expiring. Charge comes through. Bach gonna drop, and Moon back up to full HP and mana. Hand of God, not nearly enough. They go back in for another round, why don't you? That was also a nice little coil stolen from the Rubik. Boomy tries to escape. he will back away, but another lift from the potato. Jay has been owning. They're all over it right now, and, well, it's a good amount of damage out as well. The DP tries to do what she can. No exorcism, but all of those little skellies, it's not looking like it's going to be enough.
All right. Mineski, I guess they just swing bottom, close it out. Nothing really that they can do. Exorcism is back up soon, but I don't see Mac 2v5ing this fight. He probably just gets chain stunned as soon as he comes back in. The Nether Strike is back on the downs.
They've got the burst for him. Natsumi jumps in, immediately gets pulled down, didn't get the blade mail off either, and is going to try and just walk at Moon, but GG is called, and it's going to game number 3, ladies and gentlemen. Mineski versus Adroit. And I honestly wouldn't want it any other way. I feel like both of these teams have looked solid. I'm excited for it.
I'm glad to see Mineski looking like they were on form. They had a pretty solid game. Moon, very impressive farm this game, I think, and kind of the right item decisions as well. He was going for that Daedalus, then he went back for the Shivas. I think that was largely prompted by that one. He got the BKB, and then he still lost half of his health.
Yeah.
In that next time he got jumped, but he just kept escaping, and all of that was just because he kept the farm up, and he had the items to respond to the timings from Adroit. Like, at that point in the game, he only has a Eul's and an Aether Lens or something if he was just mainlining the Spellcaster build.
Right.
I think they probably would have lost. But Moon having a fantastic game. Nico Baby, I mean, 1-0 and 11. He did what he needed to do. He had almost as much damage as the Rubik.
Hey, look at that.
But he was the insurance policy that game, 100%.
Yeah.
And Adroit, just too many little mistakes in trying to execute what was a very kind of dangerous timing push. There was like a 25-minute win.
Like, how many other Linas have we seen go Shadowblade and then just do nothing? This felt like it was Moon's game in a way. Like, yes, Adroit did overextend in that mid-push, and then they got punished super hard those couple of times, but Moon also played his heart out. And I think that he's the type of player, too, that after a game like last game, wants to go out there and have something to prove, too.
I don't even feel like the Shadowblade was... It got a few pickoffs, but to me it felt more like it was just the split push enabler.
Yeah, exactly.
He was like, oh, hey, these Adroit guys, they don't have a whole lot of lockdown. I can just buy time for my Slark by constantly running around and shoving lanes, Shadowblading places, putting pressure on them to de-ward and to just be afraid. Really good game for Moon.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for game number 2. Mineski able to take it over Adroit. And as we see right there as well, we're going to go to a quick little break, but stay tuned. More to come here in the Southeast Asian playoffs as it's just heating up. More action right around the corner. See you guys in a few.
Smack Houston.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back again.
All
I'm going to throw it to Zyori because
we were muted. Okay, we're back. Thank you to Nitro Perks, the $9.99 subscription that gives you access to over $1,000 worth of games, chat perks, and also monthly game perks.
There you go.
Trent, if you click the banner below, you could grab Paladin's perks worth $25 of chests and gifts for $10 a month. Nitro, get into the draft, hurry, it started. It's already started. Okay.
I'll click that button.
Oh,
Guess
now
the
that we got that
draft.
out of the way,
They
guys,
didn't actually tell us to do that, by the way.
we didn't miss much. It was the first pick Enigma
I
into
just thought it'd be
Rubik.
funny.
So, perfectly done. Great
This
transition.
is the same old.
What? What are you
Same
talking about? What do you mean?
Well, for the rest of the qualifiers, it's the same old.
Juggernaut
What are
in
you
the
talking
first two.
Bristleback
Is that the
first
same
two?
old?
What?
Okay, well, first pick Enigma into Rubik, I was
All
more
right.
Yeah,
so
okay, yeah,
discussing.
all right.
That's fair. That's fair.
Okay. Enigma is the
you.
most
Half
contested.
sorry.
He's the most contested for SEA. So,
Yeah.
what does most contested mean?
It means most picks plus bans.
Oh, why didn't you just say that?
Because it's
Contested
shorter.
sounded better.
Yeah,
Who
but it's
doesn't know
it's
that?
not
How don't
clear.
you know that?
Well,
What
there's,
else could
there's a
it
lot
mean?
of people watching right now
Do you
that
think
might
they're
not have known.
fist
No.
fighting over the heroes?
That was the classic
Yeah.
play-by-play caster move. You ask a question so you can educate the audience.
Now, Trent, it could mean
yeah,
that
they're
it's
not
the.
just idiots.
Oh no, that would just be the most picked hero. Yeah, you're right. I can't think of an alternate.
Yeah.
fair.
Well-
What a better thing to call it than contested?
Is that a challenge?
What? I want to think about it now. I'm coming up.
All
with
right,
All right,
something.
All right.
I'll cast the draft. You guys think about what's going on. Okay, so we do have ourselves. So the AA got banned. Second phase.
Huh.
What are they heading towards with that? Morphling Bristleback.
Yeah.
Two Bristlebacks.
We had it before, but then he had an Earthshaker, I think, so he just
Oh.
copied
So he
the
gave
name
up on
instead-
he gave up on the
instead.
Bristleback.
Yeah.
Yeah, turned out to be
But-
really broken.
It is a combo that Trent did overhype.
What?
Ah.
What,
The
the
double
Morphling Bristle?
Bristleback.
Hey,
The quills on quills.
it wasn't really necessary when the Earthshaker was just flying everywhere and killing
true.
everything.
That should be the name of like a rap band. Quills on Quills.
That's
know what
not
I'm
a
talking about?
That's not a
Like
bad
they're-
group.
Yeah.
That thing's like a bunch of quills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it would only work
Yeah.
for Dota players.
I also want to take a moment and just point out that the Adroit logo is strikingly similar to the Vega Squadron logo. We already have a
Hush.
shark in Dota
And the San Jose Sharks.
I thought it was like a
and the San
Marlin.
Jose Sharks.
Is it a shark?
That is
Oh.
definitely not a Marlin.
Well, I was looking at
you-
the one in
shitting
game.
me?
Alright.
Is it nose
These
like
are two
this?
different ones.
okay.
There's
It's a shark.
the
That's the
chat-
angriest Marlin I've ever seen in my
Okay,
life.
no, I'm looking at the one in game on the flag. See how it like curls?
Yeah, yeah.
I thought it was like the Florida Marlin. I thought that was like
Alright.
the tail at the bottom, but
We're trying.
What's the AA ban about, guys?
huh?
What do you
Well, we're
think?
gonna find out if you
Taking-
just hang on.
Oh,
for a
they-
second.
We're supposed to predict the picks, analysts.
Io.
I love that.
Io's still in the
Io's still in the
pool.
pool.
Taking
That
Io
is
Bristle.
true. Yes.
Look, easy.
I think they want
Io.
Oracle. Oracle's also still in the
Maybe.
pool.
What about Death Prophet? Is it another Death Prophet game for Adroit?
Surely
re-
it's just,
they just
They
lost with
really like it though. It is a
They
comfort
do really
pick.
like it.
I think they're considering it though. The Undying is a curveball.
What's going on
If
here?
you have the Bristleback off lane, is the
Hmm.
Death Prophet too little catch? Do you need a Kunkka or Puck-esque hero for mid so that you have some more catch?
yeah, it depends on your other two cores for sure,
I mean,
and
you've
even
got
your
a,
support.
You've got a
Yeah.
4 Enigma,
Everyone's
right?
doing Bristleback 3, right? Bristleback's 3, no one Bristleback 1.
I agree with Trent. I think it really depends on your other support.
So my thing
in
here
terms
is
of catch.
the Undying.
Okay.
If everybody in C is playing Bristleback, I feel like in scrims somebody busted out the Undying, and that's like the answer to it in lane, maybe or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can go slap him. He can go
Give him the slap.
give him the slaps.
Can-
Throw hands.
Can
Yeah.
we pause for a second? Does anyone else feel like Undying is just a bad hero right now?
Yes.
Because I think he is bottom tier. Not the worst, but he's pretty close. He's like a bottom 20 for me, something like that.
And that's exactly why I was like, maybe this is the reason that they're pulling it out, because in like scrims or something, they're like, all right, that's the answer to Bristleback, but I don't know.
Yeah.
It feels
Oh.
like there's no other reason to take Undying.
Mineski forgot about. Well, I don't know if they forgot, but they banned AA and Alka's still in.
Ooh.
All right.
It's kind of interesting.
There's
yeah,
another
that's
suggestion.
true. That was game 1.
I'm sure they're remembering that. I'm absolutely positive.
Are Mineski going for like the timing push here? Is that their plan with the jug?
So
once
that's
you
the
pick
problem with
Undying.
Undying, though. He doesn't really push. He's all timing and no pushing.
Hey,
Right.
you put that tombstone up on the
not
high
a whole lot
ground.
of scale.
Okay, he's not no pushing. He's
Yeah.
little pushing.
Okay.
And it's a
He's a
little
little
weird with the
baby
Rubik
pusher.
too. Like I would like
Yeah.
something like a.
All right,
it looks
oh,
like that's what
okay.
they're doing.
All right.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
I don't know if that is that.
So this is the we lose if it goes late draft.
Yeah.
That is so scary. to me in
Alka
game 3.
missed. Don't you just pick Alk right here, right? That's the game we're playing.
Maybe
Yeah,
you do bump it
maybe.
up to a Bristleback 1, and then you like put Enigma 3 because you need more wave clear here, don't you?
You just pick Alk.
Yeah, Alk's all you need, baby.
I don't even know how much wave clear would help you. I think you could put Enigma 3 and then you could like Wyvern here maybe, right? That'd be okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Winter
If you
Wyvern against
wanted to.
Beastmaster.
But don't you want something that gives you some late game insurance so that if you beat the timer, you're in great shape?
That's what Enigma is.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Somebody that carries a little harder. And remember, there's a Rubik on the other team, so Enigma's going to be
That's
kind of
true.
a.
Alright, Troll. Nice in lane against the Beastmaster. Pretty good at killing the boars.
Some late game.
Yeah, some late game.
It matches up against Jug, okay.
Yep, for sure. 100%. Okay. So it does seem like it's just going to be
And they could still pick
Enigma
Alk,
3.
right?
If it's not
Eh.
banned.
I think Enigma 4. I think this is too greedy from Adroit. Personally, I think that I like what you're saying about like being able to outsustain the timing push, but I feel like Troll kind of gives you a little bit of an awkward timing where like he might not be online by the time they need to fight.
He does well in his
Yeah.
lane though, which is going to slow down the whole push
Okay.
of Mineski in general.
they're going to need the mech on the Enigma real bad.
They need to find a way to approach these guys when they come up to their towers.
Is there-
Currently, it does
Yeah.
not look very easy.
They can't start fights.
Okay. Is there any way to flip this with Mineski where they can make it like
Why
go
would you?
later?
Oh, where what they can get they can have the late game.
Yeah. Or do you need to?
I don't know.
I don't know if you need to. I think now they've just gotten 2 big cooldowns in the black hole
Core
and the
silencer.
exorcism.
Counter the bristleback with the with the arcane curse.
Somebody did run that.
Hit him with the core silencer. Man.
It was
Let's go.
Genespris. They
I
did it.
think Mineski might just go DK here.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Play fast, knock down towers.
20-minute racks. Yeah.
It's definitely possible. Those are the kind of lineups where Undying can thrive.
How is that lane against DP?
I think it's okay. It's kind of a wash,
Dragon
isn't
Knight.
it?
Sure,
Yeah.
it's fine.
It's the. I don't think anybody really wins.
Nobody wins in that lane. No,
We
they
all
both
die
suck.
from
Not
boredom.
the
It's true, right?
viewers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Pugna
It's
again.
totally true.
Yeah, the
Ooh, I
Pugna
like
is
Pugna.
kind of all in.
It is all in.
It's
But
nice against
it's
Troll,
good.
though. That is the one upside.
Yeah,
It really messes up Troll's game.
and they really need a way to crack high ground and kill buildings.
Ninja Boogie, what are you thinking? What's your smiling face pondering? I want to know.
How do you know he's smiling? Maybe he's scowling.
That guy's always smiling. What are you talking about? You seen Ninja Boogie?
He does smile a lot, actually.
Yeah, but he might be scowling right now.
That's true. He could be. Hopefully for them, he's not.
Oh,
That's the flip
oh,
around.
spirit.
That's the flip around. I
Kind
think they
of.
win late game now. Like
I
they don't
don't-
have to. Let me rephrase that. Let me rephrase
I
that.
don't think that's
They
their
don't
plan.
lose late game.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That I would agree with.
It gives them a chance. They can with an enormous storm spirit. They can big storm spirit, big jug can win this game.
Yeah.
If it goes late, but I don't think that's even remotely the plan.
No. I'm with you.
This is a tough one to call. Obviously, Mineski have a win condition. The question is, can they do it?
How good is Bristleback?
Yeah, I
How
don't
good
think
is
this Bristle's
Undying?
that scary.
I don't actually know. Like,
I would rather have Mineski's lineup. I think.
is Bristleback gonna start the game 4-0 or 0-4?
Well, he's gonna have his lane pulled back, we assume, right? By
Yeah,
the
that's
Enigma,
true.
and he's gonna be laning there. But the Undying's also just gonna have a stick and then keep decaying you, and
Yeah,
they're both gonna have sticks, and it's gonna be really messy.
the Undying's annoying
sound like
for
a lot of
like
fun.
5 levels or something. Once the game goes past 10 minutes, Bristleback, as long as he hasn't
Yeah,
fed,
but if
is gonna be
Bristleback got
fine.
spun on 3 times by a Juggernaut, his game's over
Yeah.
because he had 300 HP from decay spam.
Yeah,
Pretty conservative from Betway.
but it'll have the Enigma. What? So 1.5 Mineski, 2.3
That's
Adroit.
pretty much how I feel about this game. I do favor Mineski
Yeah.
here. 'cause
Betway sniping it.
I think it's difficult to execute this lineup from Adroit.
I think they have a really strong timing push still themselves. Like, we were talking all about the Mineski push. Like, look at Adroit. Like, Death Prophet ulti.
Yeah.
Like, they could
It's
hit the
true.
timing here.
The first Roche is going to be crazy. First
Yeah.
Roche seems really good this
And I
game.
think that Adroit get it. Like, Black Hole,
I don't know,
Exorcism.
Tombstone, dude.
Got to fight the Hawks, man. The vision.
And the
I think
Third eye.
I
the
think
sea
I'm
into
going
your
Adroit.
soul.
I
I'm
think
going
I'm,
Adroit, too.
I think I'm in the Adroit camp.
I'm
with
taking
that.
Mineski.
I've been swung.
Have you been? Wait, no one's been wrong every game, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Don't
yeah.
think so.
Trent suggested Adroit last time.
Yes,
so.
I was wrong
Okay,
last
yeah.
game, but I think I was right the first game.
Yeah,
But I'll take
nobody's
Mineski this
streaking.
one.
Okay.
All right,
I'm
well,
on Adroit.
ladies and gentlemen, let's do it. Boom shakalaka, we're going into the game, and my lovely, lovely panelists, we're underneath the blanket of friendship. We'll see you guys after this one. I got an awe out of them. That's great. So, man, Baseskip,
Yo,
it's been quite the runaround this series. Like,
what is
no-
happening today? Nothing's going like quite as I expected. I really thought we were gonna. If I looked at the bracket at the start of the day, I thought Genespris like 2-0 or 2-1, Amplify 2-0 or 2-1, Genespris versus Amplify upper bracket,
Yeah.
Mineski versus Adroit lower bracket. Mineski probably not too many issues against Adroit, and Adroit and Mineski both stepping it up. KP with an Orb of Venom start on his Beastmaster, and some pulled
Whoa.
tangos. This is the I want to kill somebody right at level 1 build.
I mean, the thing is it's not only has things not gone how we feel in the more macro sense, how we thought it was going to go, but it's also like each individual game between Adroit and Mineski specifically has looked so different. And that's not
Yeah.
often the case. Normally you see games that look kind of similar. Raging Potato already with the fast fingers getting himself that rune. It's going to be a trade-off of 2 apiece.
Okay, so the Bristleback walked up to the top. They saw the Beastmaster. I feel like Mineski are setting their lanes in like the standard way, and Adroit also sort of the same thing. They've got the Bane down here at the start, though. I think they want him to fight up against the Undying and tip the balance bottom, at least for now. He'll probably TP top to help out his.
This looks
Troll.
like such a previously we've done this in Scrim thing. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
The Bristleback is answered by the Undying, and then the Bane is the answer to the end. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Undying beats Bristle, but Bane beats Undying.
Yes.
Is the concept? Is Buckarina just gonna, is he gonna actually farm this, or is
Yeah.
he just doubling the wave?
I think he doubles it and farms it.
Okay.
He's got 3 mangoes, so he can
Alright,
burst.
So,
through
so
it
that's
pretty
why
well.
the Bane is here, because somebody needs to take the experience from this first wave
Okay.
while it's a waste otherwise. God, backlaning has become such a thing, huh?
Yeah. And you can't contest Bristleback doing this.
Yeah, not really.
He's got good.
You can't
movement
stop
speed.
him from TPing either, so.
That's true.
I kind of like this because it instantly gets him level 2, which makes him much more tanky.
Yeah.
You could just do it again, to be honest.
I don't see why not.
Yeah. One more double and he'll get the bottle. It's pretty good.
And you don't need to worry as much about being spun on when Juggernaut's over his tier 1 anyways. So they
Yep.
did block off this camp, it looks like.
Oh.
So blocking the camp so that Jug can't bring it in and farm up both simultaneously.
I wonder if Jug will spin here to, like, if he sticks these 2 waves together, will he just try and spin them down?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Makes sense. So good play there by Nico Baby. Mid matchup, Storm versus DP.
Max
unless-
farming.
Yeah. He's getting it. Any kill potential with pull at 4, or do you just sort of keep on going for it?
Not with the way that Mac plays, I don't think. He
Yeah.
tends to just ferry a lot of salves, stay full HP.
Oh, that's great. Bach buys the bottle with the
Yep.
first 2 wave gold.
Oh, and he gets an arcane.
Yeah.
Dang. All right, that's a huge spike. Interesting that, so you know, Mac, we've been seeing him get the bracer in some of these matchups.
Yeah.
This time he goes for the double null. So it is matchup dependent. He's not just autopiloting the same build every game. He feels like he has more of an opportunity to be aggro. And I think the main reason in this matchup is because the Storm's going to come up to the wave to put down a Remnant, and you can just hit him while he does that.
Oh, and I'm loving this lane right here too, because look at Enigma is going to be stacking up the Ancients for the Bristleback.
All right.
This is
This is great.
sick.
Yeah, this is really good. All right, they got some Bristle strats up their sleeve.
Yeah.
Bach wants to get far enough away.
Oh, wait a minute. Excuse me.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
And Mac takes it to the tower too.
421 gold versus 142.
Oh.
There.
Well done.
Very nice.
So we thought it might have been, well, I thought it might have been the solo kill on the Death Prophet, but Moon sticks around a little bit too long, gets punished.
Yeah. He wanted his bottle. He didn't want to ferry another salve or anything. But
Yeah.
now the Death Prophet has a salve and a full wand and his full bottle, so he can just keep playing aggro.
God, look at Bach. This is sick. Oh, Ninja Boogie's going to deny some of them, but he's farming the wave and then also farming the hard camp.
Boogie's still level 1.
Dude,
Like,
man is struggling.
is this another ancient stack for the Enigma? Oh,
Wow.
Boomy. He got the Midnight Pulse as well to, like, cut down these trees and make the stacks more reliable.
Yeah.
That's actually awesome. He's going to be able to make this like a 6 or 7 stack
Yeah.
because he can go north. That's so cool. Adroit strats. This reminds me of seeing the Witch Doctor Naga backlaning.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's always cool to see these. There are things that different teams theorycraft first and then start to become meta after that. Like, think about Centaur getting Retaliate stacks. How long did it take for people to be like, it was overnight, right? We saw somebody run down mid and get 3 Retaliate stacks off
Yep.
the tower, and then everybody's like, oh yeah, that's of course the optimal play. Let's all do that.
Yeah.
And that's how I feel when we see some of these cute little strats deployed. Maybe not to the same extent, because this is a little bit more niche and it's like 2 heroes instead of just 1 hero in the early game. But
Right.
I love that Dota isn't figured out.
Yeah, totally. Moon makes the movement over to secure bounty runes, which does allow him to refill his bottle.
Is that quad for?
Ooh, that's pretty
That's-
rare.
yeah,
That's a good one.
that's really nice.
Boomy gonna get spun on here, TP's away, and completes it. Gets home. And now, just like that, Bach. Oh, dude, can he even do this? Oh my god, that was really close to him just dying. So Bach saves himself with the salve at the last second, and he's gonna clear these up. Oh man, and while I'm looking at that, we do see CML go down, but I mean, this is a huge play for him.
He's gonna have a Vanguard so fast this game.
Like, what the heck?
Like this by itself, I think is gonna slow down Mineski's timing by a few minutes. Like, even a fast Crimson Guard this game against the Beastmaster and his summons, like, the Bristleback is gonna be an absolute monster.
Oh, the sleep into Malefice? Or are they just doing it to... Okay, they just wanted to get the rune. I thought they were going to come over with like a silence on
Bane,
the DP or
run
something.
to your Death Prophet.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Okay. I don't know why he was running back the other way. He should just beeline the Death Prophet. But anyway, Mac once again with this ult at level 6. They rotate in with Boomy as well. They're tanking up the tower. They got the siege creep. This is nice damage.
Ninja Boogie is only level 2 right now. And I don't know if they're going to be able to fully get it. It looks like they will, though, and it does go
Nice.
down. Mac gets a kill. Well, that is by far the earliest that they've gotten the Tier 1 tower mid in this series. Other ones, it was still like 20 minutes and they hadn't gotten it.
Yeah, I mean, other than some minor hiccups like the Bane dying and losing 4 bounties, this early game is looking pretty pristine from Adroit. Troll is doing okay at top. I mean, the Beastmaster's getting a lot of farm up here because he didn't have a ton of help right from the start. You can even just see it. The Troll's 6, Bane's only 3, right? So CML's been doing other stuff on the map.
Yeah. But you compare these other heroes, and the Bristleback currently second highest net worth in the game, with now another double stack of these Ancients here. And yeah, Bach is farming. Bach is doing it. Nico Baby also very farmed because he doesn't really have to worry that much about farming underneath this tower. But with now what's been, what, 6, 7 stacks of Ancients that Bach has cleared
Yeah.
through, he's the top net worth in the game.
Yeah, I mean, he's got the most last hits, but those last hits are also all insane value. A lot of them are ancient creeps.
Yeah.
So it doesn't even tell the full story. And like once they have Mech or Greaves on this Enigma,
Yeah. They can really just run with it. So Mac gets the kill. They have Exorcism back off cooldown. This is pretty scary.
I'm trying to figure out if Troll's gonna go Maelstrom or if he's just gonna go like Diffusal. Is the plan to exploit this timing to try and win, or is the plan to use this timing to create space?
Right.
I'm very curious to see what Adroit's read is on the game. Another coming up here with another Exorcism used.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but whatever it is, I feel like it's going to work. Either space created or game one. They can kind of do what they want. Mineski are going to bring everybody. 4 heroes top right now. And do Adroit just TP elsewhere with the Exorcism? He's just going to farm with it.
Okay, Moon came up here as
No,
well.
look. He's going to keep some extra duration of the Exorcism and maybe take the bottom tier one? I can't
They
get
know
it.
that he's here.
Yeah.
It's just pressuring. Just linking up with the strongest hero on the map, Baccarino. Actually, having left top, Mineski, they want to defend.
Okay,
all
they
the
walk
floors.
into him. Back. He doesn't get the regen back in time. And a great play with that roar. Find the kill. Bach is just going to have to TP out. So a good reaction from Mineski. They walked the heroes there so they could TP afterwards.
Yeah. That's 2 core TPs, but Moon goes straight back to farming. And they do have the Jug who can TP away and go find farm elsewhere. So it doesn't cause too many problems. Oh, Rubik.
Oh,
Bit of danger.
Tombstone going to be taken down. Some extra gold there going to the Bane, it looked like.
Yep.
And maybe they can try and pressure the tier 1 here with Eidolons available.
They should be able to grab both top bounties. They know that 2 heroes TP'd bottom.
Yeah.
So should be able to get a full heal and bottle refill on Bach. No Tombstone either. Ninja Boogie's not going to do anything.
I'm surprised they're not trying to pressure this tower since there aren't TPs. Yeah, they're walking back now afterwards. So Nico Baby is pushing towards the mid one a little bit. And in the meantime, Bach just behind the tower. And
Nico going a slightly farmier build. Maelstrom. Not that out of the ordinary, but
is that Eidolons? Oh, well done.
nice.
Yep. And in the meantime, KP takes the bottom tier 1 tower. So a lot of pressure from all of the teams right now. The question is, can they hold mid?
Both offlaners have so much farm. Like, the 2 offlaners are among the top 3 net worth. This is a really weird game.
Yeah. Oh, he walks in. Boomy there, roared, caught, killed. Moon was super ready for that one. They wanted a black hole right out of it. But to no avail.
CML. Oh, the boar slowing him down.
Nice. They do have a nightmare as well as the but silence comes out. Moon trying to walk away, gets the zip TP, and he's fine.
Oh, that was so nice.
Man, Moon has been having a very nice 2 games here.
He's pushing the limits though. Like, I don't know how many people would have gone for that Bane kill.
Yeah.
But just secures the bonus. Got 500 gold out of kills off of that bottom lane, and recovering his game very nicely.
Yeah. Top side. Bach going to be pulled back in.
Oh, they got to be careful about that. Yeah, oh. You zip all the way. You see Storm has like a 3rd mana left, and Bristleback is 100% HP with a Vanguard. You leave. You don't go for that.
So we did have some questions about how good is this Bristleback in this game. Has the
Yeah.
last couple of minutes given you any more clarity about that situation?
Well, it depends on whether or not they actually use him to go and do things,
Right.
or not. There's only 1 tier 1 left. The line's being drawn by Bach. I think he wants to push out like 2 waves mid, and then join the rest of his team bottom to take out another tier 1 tower. They will probably lose top tier 1 as the trade. Moon is already cutting the wave up there. He's got a complete read on this movement, but they're trying to cut off the Bristleback.
Again, scary prospect. They do have the Omni Slash, going to use it now, bring him super low. The lift up
no, Bach.
and the tip. tried to take the shortcut through the river.
Well,
and
he
it
thought
did
he was
not work.
He thought he was unkillable, but that's a big mistake. So now what? They lose top tier 1 for free? Oh god, that's really bad.
Yeah.
All right, Bacarino on these. I don't know if these aren't heroes that he plays as much, like the Bristleback and the Razor, but that's 2 games now where he makes some weird positioning mistakes and costing his team some timing. I'm a little bit more glad that the Troll is going for the Maelstrom here, just because it doesn't seem like they're going to be ending this game within the next 15 minutes or anything like that. Storm is already getting pretty big, and Storm only gets stronger the closer you get to his base. Like, pushing tier 3s against Storm, even before the 25 town, is pretty miserable.
Yeah.
So I guess I just gotta farm up. Bristleback can be strong later on in the game,
Right.
especially with this kind of a start. I don't think people underestimate it necessarily, but the amount of damage that Warpath can do
Yeah.
is pretty ridiculous.
I will say that the Crimson Guard, you know, that felt like it was more about the timing push thing, which it looks like they're going to try and do now. Take down this bottom tier 1 tower. And Moon breaks the smoke there onto Bane. Again, just looking like he has a really good idea of what's going on in this game. And do they want to fight this? No, it looks like the call, just push out these side lanes. Maybe even just let them take the tier 1 tower because, yeah, this move is it's just coming, what, a minute and a half too late.
Look, they would have traded the top tier 1 for this bottom tier 1.
Yeah.
So I think they're quite happy to just let them have it at this point. They're going to have the much better lane position. Mid lane's getting pushed by Boogie. Top lane's getting pushed by Nico. Storm's also farming. And if they disengage in the wrong way here, Moon's going to punish them.
Yeah.
He's lurking. And a droid are splitting up.
I don't think you can kill Bach, though.
Yeah, you need way more heroes. It took everything that they had last time, pretty much.
They are bringing in more now, though.
All right, that's all 3 cores.
That's a good jump for them, but they do have the Nightmare save. And, no, they Nightmared the Beastmaster instead, and Bach is just dead.
Yeah, they nightmared the Storm. They still had enough damage. It's bad. They don't... It can be really hard, like I'm saying, on heroes that people don't necessarily play that much. Like, Bach is probably thinking, I'm huge as Bristleback at 15 minutes. Surely there's no way that they can kill me. But it's very difficult to know. It's hard to have that intuition on a hero that you don't necessarily play all the time in the current meta.
Right.
So I feel like his team is telling themselves that they always have enough time to connect to him, but not the case. They're trying to take a fight as the Bristleback respawns. They've got the mech as well. Can they get a catch?
Fuel Scepter, lift up, silence afterwards. Got Black Hole, but Raging Potato is right there. They do have the grip. Gonna use this now afterwards if they want to. Didn't have the mana for Black Hole. He used Malefice. They had stolen already, so they couldn't have broken it.
Did Rubik just throw a creep or something at Bane to cancel that grip? I think he did.
Yeah,
That
must have been.
That was really nicely played by Raging Potato. And he's already got a Spirit Vessel. He must have been farming a little bit with the Eidolons or
Yeah.
something like that, because 53 CS. This is a really nice item timing for him against all 3 of the enemy cores.
It's true.
And I believe it also gets. Does Vessel interact with Arcane Supremacy? I should know this.
Not sure, TBH.
Yeah.
Don't see many Spirit Vessels this early on the Rubik
Yeah.
for sure, but it's sort of also this thing I'm wondering, just in terms of like the more macro sense of this game, like if you're pushing a droid, were you counting on this timing? Like, do you think that they're worried at all now, and Mineski are in a position where they can kind of play it out? What's your thoughts? Like, how concerned are you that you didn't get the maximum amount done with this super farmed Bristle, and now...
I think you're telling yourself that you still have Enigma. Your cores still scale quite well into the late game. You're a little bit worried about this Storm Spirit because it was the pick that you hadn't seen before you committed to this strategy, but I don't think that they are. I don't think they should be sweating too much.
Okay. Well, this flower in the mid lane, the Ninja Boogie on the Undyne, his ulti about to wear off. Top lane, Natsumi still just going to farm away. Beastmaster is here as well. But it does feel like right now Adroit are sticking together as four, and Mineski are kind of just out farming them around the map. You look at the difference in net worth, and Mac, lift up, Eul Scepter, silence afterwards. This is going to be a rundown here as he tries to get out, but I do not believe that the potato will escape this time as he gets brought down by Mac.
He tried, but it makes a little bit of space, actually. If Moon gets this tower last hit mid, I'm happy to call that worth.
Yeah. Black hole? He just black holes him. Okay. And Moon, not what he wanted to see.
All right, did you see the cast point on Ball Lightning get interrupted by the second Malphite?
Yeah.
He put his arms up, started leaning forward to zip away, and then tick.
Yep.
And that was the end of him. Very nicely done. All right, no longer worth, Gabe. No longer worth.
No longer worth.
Yeah. Jug is a farmin', though.
Yeah.
Nika Baby going for a Manta, natural choice, against the Silence, against the Malefice, against the Whirling Axes as well. Actually, fairly important.
Well, another grip now used. Undyne going to be killed off, and if they wanted to, I mean, is there a point where you just like walk in and try and go for an Exorcism Roche, or do you need to have Black Hole at that point, I guess?
I think you need to pick off first.
Okay. Undyne doesn't count.
Mineski's too scary around the pit. You need to kill either the Beastmaster or the Storm, because otherwise the Hawk's just going to scout you. And then, are Mineski gonna? They have a Solar Crest on the Beastmaster and a Vlad's. This is completely unexpected if you are a droid.
Okay, they scanned it immediately.
All right, where's? Okay, there's nobody.
That's a classic.
There's nobody bought.
All right, but they're gonna get it still.
All right. It's you're not expecting that it can possibly be this fast.
Yeah.
Like there's no way that you think the Beastmaster already has Solar.
And they walk
Silence.
in, lift up, Aegis, it's on Moon. And they got there too late, like you said.
Creeps.
Weren't ready for it. Omni Slash bouncing around. Oh my God, Adroit, you need to get the heck out of there. No, they found him though. Moon almost brought down and would have been able to catch that Aegis. Already the Death Prophet is dead. They're going to try and turn onto this one. Moon standing in the Midnight Pulse. Boomy throws around the Malphite. No, he does take it down now. But he's coming back in a second with that Aegis, and it does look like KP able to escape. Just like that, the chase down. Boomy will eventually be killed. 4 dead already. They want to kill Bach. It's dangerous going after the Bristleback, but not when you got all the mana in the world on your Storm. And a big win as 5 go down.
All right, Mineski have used the farm that KP's gotten 10 times better than the farm that Baccarino has.
Yeah.
Like, both offlaners got a lot of space this game, and I feel like KP's item build has done a lot for them. The Greaves and the Crimson Guard helped. They all stayed alive after the Omni Slash, but they were all on like a quarter HP.
He popped Crimson Guard in that fight, didn't he?
Yeah, he popped Crimson.
Okay.
I think the Jug was DD'd though.
All right,
so,
got it.
Yeah, Nika Baby just kind of chopped everybody, and now they are very behind. I don't know if he was like solar buffed as well when he pops the Omni Slash, but he did some big damage. Oh, that's bad. All right.
At least they burned through the Aegis on the Storm.
Sure. Yeah, Moon kind of got baited by the Greaves aura a little bit there, but he's only just got his Bloodstone now, so he's gonna continue farming really nicely. Nico's got his Manta, so that can always go for the +1 wave while he's shoving lanes, and Bristleback is kind of gonna fall off.
And Bristleback found again alone. They're not there with him, and Mac wants to keep him alive. This time he might actually survive. Nightmare save for the moment. Enigma needs to get here with the Greaves to save a life, but it does not happen. Black Hole, though, possibly. He's nearby. They're catching the Storm. He's dead. That grip was almost a full duration. And now they've also found the Jug. What is happening in this game? As they've found Nico Baby, he's got to run away, but the slowdown is going to be there. The right clicks, body blocks coming from KP, everything for my carry possible. But the stun comes through, they find Undyne, and he will too die. Oh, jump forward. Good TP out there by the Jug, but it looks like they'll also get the Beastmaster as, well, Boomy has the chase down. Malefice there, and KP eventually going to fall as well. I mean, Bristleback dies that time. Maybe this was the whole plan. You just bait them into thinking you're always going to feed. And then they dive too deep.
I guess. Biggest issue, well, there were some nice saves as well. The DP came in, immediately used the jug, stopped him from hitting for a little bit.
Right.
And then I think the solar like ran out for a bit. It was all around a little bit, yeah, very, very tough. Very, very tough situation. They mostly needed to have Omnislash. If they have Omnislash, that's completely clean.
Yeah.
The grip probably doesn't come out. They don't lose the storm. Sucks to lose some Bloodstone charges like that. I think Mineski just getting a little bit overconfident going before they had their abilities back up. And gotta remember that the double damage had a double damage and having the Aegis both played fairly big roles in that previous fight.
And CML also, like, this Bane getting almost the full duration grip onto Storm, they have to be able to protect it.
That should hardly ever happen, yeah. But actually, there's not that many ways to cancel it. I guess once you've seen the lift and the roar happen on your Bristleback, it's pretty free.
It does kind of create a bit of a problem, too, in this fight that, like, you need... like, he stole grip on Rubik, right? So now he's got Fiend's Grip available. But if you're using the Spell Steal to interrupt that, then Black Hole is a threat as well afterwards.
Yeah, for
at
sure.
least until the Rubik gets Aegis. No, Aghanims.
That's it. Yep.
But they want to make use of this. Raging Potato with the grip.
Oh, also, reminder, Raging Potato did not get the second point in Spell Steal. It's not worth it. Max your other spells first. This has been a PSA.
All the Rubik players will rejoice. Increase your win rate by 20% instantly. Oh, there it is. And they got him. It happened so quickly. Yeah, they gotta kill Rubik here.
This is Storm Spirit with setup. No, it's about to lose Fiend's Grip anyway,
Okay.
so it's
Fair
fine.
enough.
But still, killing Rubik is definitely important. Enable your Black Hole. 25-minute bounties. That's 4 little golden pickups for Mineski. Gonna extend this net worth lead even further. It plateaued for a little bit after they kind of botched that fight, but they didn't even botch it. It was just the kind of the wrong decision in the first place. Oh. They got a ward on the high ground. It's only gonna be Boogie who dies for this. He was trying to be really cute. Cut his way through the trees and then put a ward behind the tower.
Yeah.
Which is a nice play, but yeah.
Gets punished.
Does get punished. Bad Druid one step ahead in this situation.
So Bristleback is going to be going for a Lotus next.
Oh, this ward is bad news, Bears.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Oh man,
That needs to be taken out.
that's a like Storm and Beastmaster kill anyone on the high ground and they take your Lane of Rax ward.
They should probably get the D ward, though, because when they pressure for high ground, you have to be expecting the Hawk.
Yeah, so they'll put a sentry for the Hawk. That's true.
Yeah.
But
In the meantime.
yeah, at least they're sending the Bristle. It's gonna take maybe one more hero to kill him versus just the Storm and the Beastmaster. Actually, I don't even know. With the Solar Crest, if Storm gets a big zip and ends up in front of him.
So do you think that Adroit have the heroes to be able to play into the late game? Because
Yeah.
it's feeling like this Storm is starting to get a little bit out of control.
I think they do, but they have to hold for like another. I think it's probably like BKB on the Bristle and like one more item on the Troll. They're just kind of getting out farmed.
Okay.
I think they can still fight the late game. It's not that they will clearly win late game. That's not at all what I'm saying. That if they make it to 40 or 50 minutes, that they auto win. Not even close. But it's also not the case that they auto lose by waiting for a good opportunity.
Storm finishes off the Orchid. You can see the buyback statuses. Dire have it on the Enigma and the DP. Can't afford to lose anybody else, although everybody else is relatively close in terms of gold. And are they going to smoke up behind their Bristle now? I mean, they have some vision out here at least, but need to be wary of this ward, which is still giving a little bit of vision. Looks like they're just going to walk into their triangle. Also, this ward placed down, spotting out Boomy.
Moon plays so aggressively. He just like, I feel as though he plays just to get in people's heads. Like he zipped in, he nuked the mid wave right in front of the Death Prophet, and then like zipped away before the Death Prophet could react. It's just kind of a like, hey, I'm still here. Are you still awake? Like I'm making sure that those reaction times are still there, because I'm ready to. If you guys slip up for even a second, I'm going to be right on top of you.
Stolen axes by Rubik.
It's very important that Mineski aren't letting this mid wave ever like cross this line. They've got the ward, so they see what's going on, and they're just constantly keeping it pressured up into the base. I guess it's a poor man's version of like the dire tri-camp hold,
Right.
but just constantly. Mid lane is mid lane's close to the base. Top lane is always inside of the base, and Jug is farming in the wake. He's like, there's this zone being created for the Juggernaut to just keep farming while they're constantly pushing out those 2 lanes.
Bach, in the meantime, is going to try and pick up this BKB Radiant scan, Dire scan, checking if the Roche is up. It's still a minute, 15 seconds before it's capable, or before it will respawn, rather. And Detroit right now just trying to do what they can. You can see Moon like just has such a good read of where they all are at, right?
Yeah.
Like obviously the scan hit there as well.
Scan, the wards, they have a good idea of what's going on. They do have a blink on the Enigma now. I don't. Okay, that's just now being scouted as he pops out of the smoke, and they are going to deward this high ground. Okay, nice. Oh, jump in from Moon though.
Finds it, just kills him in the middle of all of them.
Yeah, they're close, but like not close enough to actually punish. He sees Hero's top, knows that the Death Prophet probably just walked away at mid. Oh, Rubik, a little danger.
Let us step there. Bach gonna find that kill as well. So you kill my support, I take yours.
Sounds good.
And yours is worth a little bit more money.
Death Prophet just going for an Aeon base. Very defensive build from Mac. No sign of the Aghanim Scepter, so just relying on the Exorcism for damage up. It does have the level 18. Box over here needs the rest of his team to come help him out.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it feels like they're kind of willing to at least move out a little bit more now. I guess that with Rubik gone, the threat of the black hole being stolen means that they can actually have it on the table again to pressure.
I don't think Mineski actually want to fight right now. If you look at their current gold, they're all sitting on fairly fat stacks. Jug did just buy the Basher, but Beastmaster's got 4,400 and Storm's got 4,100. So
Bach, yet again, he's used the Lotus Orb. He's just dead.
oh man.
I don't know.
Why is he there?
All right, he's going to buy
all
back.
Right, there you go. But they didn't even use anything big. It's just the roar.
Yeah.
Now they just back out and go back to
They
still
used
pushing.
Tombstone.
Okay. Yeah, I guess, and the Undying also.
Okay.
We're talking about Undying not really being a thing.
That's
past
true.
Past a certain point. The Tombstone's going to be annoying, but... Oh, man, they get that buyback for free.
Yeah, that's true.
It doesn't cost them anything.
And I think that, you know, Mineski, it's just good recognition of when they can go in and be aggressive. And that's what this Beastmaster pick gives you, right? Like, you've
sure.
got the wards around,
The
you've got
vision is
everywhere.
Yeah, that's the one thing we probably haven't been highlighting as much. But
I need to do this again.
the constant vision is just... Wait, it resets every game?
Every game.
Oh, that's so annoying.
Yeah. So they see everything. And meanwhile, Dire, they see only what their creeps are pushed out towards.
Okay, well, they came outside of the base. They've spent that gold. Storm's got a Shiva's. Beastmaster still holding it. I'd kind of like to see an item on the Beastmaster, but maybe he wants buyback.
Are they just going to try and push, like, with no buyback on Bristle? And
War's up now.
I mean, I don't know.
You don't push into Storm in this situation.
This is, it feels like they're a little lost now and need to back out and not lose anybody. If you lose one person at this point.
I think what is going through Adroit's mind at this point is that this is what we're supposed to do, right? Like, my Bristleback went and did something, and he died, and they used some spells, and so I bought back so that we could take this, like, opportunity, or to at least get something out of the buyback.
Right.
And that's what they're supposed to do, but they can't. They can't do anything in this situation.
Yeah.
They just have to, like, they didn't even really, they didn't get any wards on the other side of the map. they are just getting completely corralled on their side of the river. Jug just keeps on farming.
Is Troll getting some farm at least while this is going on? Kind of.
Yeah, he's doing all right. Given the situation, he's doing okay. But then all of the Radiant cores are way up there. Oh, Beastmaster.
Lift up. KP. They're going to try and kill him off. Tombstone on the high ground. Need to back out.
Moon's not there. He's half mana on the other side
Oh,
of the map.
smoke. Okay, that was nice. Roar used. Can't afford to lose Bristleback, but everybody is nearby. Meanwhile, the Enigma being isolated away from them all. Nightmare to try and save. He gets the Greaves out. Going to throw down the Midnight Pulse, but he's just dead. They lost the Undying, but a bigger kill is on that Enigma. Adroit just going to walk away yet again. He does have buyback if things get too testy. Rubik also going to be controlled now as Adroit walk back in. But Bach is very low, and with the Spirit Vessel on him, you really can't afford to lose him right now. The Omni Slash bouncing to the creep wave, but kills off the Bristleback. 100 seconds. Natsumi, he feels like he has to make something happen here. You can't afford to lose the Bristle, but if you fight at this point, you're just going to lose the game maybe. So they will retreat, and that's going to be Aegis.
This is what I talked about during the draft. You pick Bristleback as your position 3, and your mid lane doesn't have like solid catch. I guess the supports are also the other factor, but they're just getting kited back and forth, right?
Yeah.
Mineski have them on a line, and they're just kind of reeling them out, reel them back in a little bit. They're just playing with them to force buybacks, and they're never truly engaging into the fight. This Bristleback's just be completely neutered.
Right now, 34 minutes in, 14,000 net worth lead. And Mineski, who struggled so much in the group stages, are now looking poised to potentially close this one out. 45 seconds with no Bristleback. They're going to use the Glyph. Tome picked up as well, close to level 20, but they jump in on the back lines and they find a Bane right at the start. They do have Black Hole available, but if you use it and it gets stolen, this falls apart so rapidly. They buy back on the DP, they buy back on the Bane, but still, Mineski are not deterred. They want to take down this Tombstone first. Undying in the front, slept forever by the Nightmare, but it is Mineski taking buildings, and Adroit do not have an answer.
They started this series on a dangerous note, Lyrical. They lost that first game. They didn't look on the best form necessarily, but Nico Baby here on the Jug, here on the Slark, looking good.
Silence there onto the Storm Spirit, trying to get the slowdown. They need to get some more control there onto Storm, but it's not happening. And now the jump forward finds the silence. Lotus Orb to keep that Bane alive for a moment. They might be able to get off the grip afterwards, but no, he's able to dodge away from it. Moon just jumping back and forth and not being taken anywhere. They have the DP dead. Storm is coming back in just a moment. And with that Omni Slash going, too much damage from the Jug. The Black Hole is there, but Moon actually just going to be able to turn it back around. Nico Baby Rampage because of the stolen Black Hole. GG is called. Mineski take him down. The Juggernaut pause after the Rampage. Rarely seen, but much respected.
I'm sure that's the headset keyboard situation, maybe.
It might have been.
I hope so.
Nico Baby.
Wait until they release
Nico
the video.
Baby.
No, Moon, man.
Moon also.
Moon, I think Moon is...
I mean, Moon played really, really well, but absolutely. I think they both
I
played
don't
really
know.
well.
Like Nico Baby, you know, you're playing Jug, you press your R button with your buffs on your team. Was he ever really? He had a free lane. Bristleback was back
the
laning.
Rampage. Come on.
Yeah. So before that last fight, he only had 5 kills.
That's true.
And
That might be true.
Yeah.
Moon did play his heart out there.
I think Moon game 2, game 3 played fantastically.
Raging Potato, they all did amazing stuff.
That's true. Raging Potato looked really, really good on the Rubik both games. KP as well, the decision making to just get the Vlad straight into the Solar, force the early Roche. He had the farm that they needed to be able to kill the Bristleback. I think all the plus armor from the Vladzora and the minus armor from the Solar Crest
right.
just let them shred the Bristleback. every single time. And just the decision making that they made, like they intercepted him when he was running bottom. They
Right.
left him there because they thought he could get the bounty rune for free. Adroit had this mentality of our Bristleback is unkillable. We can just leave him to do whatever. Mineski are afraid of him.
Yeah.
And apparently Mineski just understand Bristleback better. I think it seemed to me like Mineski understand Bristleback better than Adroit.
Yeah.
Because they knew the situations where their lineup could kill the Bristle, and Adroit clearly did not have an understanding of when the Bristleback was survivable enough for their team to come and connect and help.
Totally.
And their whole lineup was like the whole game plan
Right.
it seemed was get Bristleback big and then go run behind him, and it didn't ever happen.
Well, and the other thing too there is that it's not just like the big thing to me is it felt like sort of Adroit was a big old hammer, right? And then Mineski was like a bunch of little pins and scissors. Like you get in there,
Okay.
you little stab, you kill the Bane, then you get out. You kill the other guy,
Yeah.
you get out. Like there were moments where it was so close to being able to like get in and save that Bristleback too, because they were very close to each other. But Mineski knew exactly how far they could go to push the limits and kill him, and then get
Yeah.
out afterwards.
I think part of that is that you have this like very mobile Storm Spirit against a team whose catch is pretty unreliable. They
That's
gotta
true.
they
It's
gotta
fair
they gotta
enough.
blink Yules into a silence.
I mean, they
or
had
they
grip
have
and
a-
stuff too.
Huh?
They had grip for the
Yeah,
Bane,
that is true.
but he didn't have mobility
But
to
I mean
catch up.
that's what it looks like when you have a team that's playing. They know like here's the line where my opponent's initiation is.
Yeah.
And they just play right up to that line.
Yeah.
And then as soon as they scatter, you just dive past and get them.
Totally.
Like, it's very well played by Mineski.
So Mineski, I mean, they're looking really good going into this.
They looked like garbage on the first day of the
really,
group.
really did. They were so bad. They turned it up.
Yep. All right, there you go. Moon showed us how to play some Dota.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will be back in just a little bit with the lower bracket matchup still to come in just a few, but stay tuned. Southeast Asian playoffs continuing right after this.